Now we're live. We're live on the pod.
We're live on the pod. Look at this. Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought?
We're crushing it.
Who would have thought?
This thing's really devolved.
Wow.
Yeah, we're in a new setting. We keep moving. We're like,
yeah.
we're refugees. This is a refugee podcast now.
Keep getting kicked out of whatever space we
space.
actually want to be in.
Landlords keep finding out we're doing the podcast without the proper permits, and they make us
Do you
move.
have a podcast permit? Just move space.
Yeah, we just move in the night. Malcolm's on the pod. Check. Oh, now he's
It's also
gone.
implying that we just stay there all day.
Malcolm on the pod.
Malcolm on the pod. Dude, I was telling Jared before we started recording that I've been repairing my hair by simply just getting it wet in the shower but not washing it.
How was that repaired?
I've always heard about that, but I don't know if it's like is that real?
Yeah, it's what most women only wash their hair like once a week.
Oh, you're talking about washing your hair less?
Yeah,
Like not shampooing it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should only wash your hair twice a week.
tops.
It's
Okay,
so
that's good. I only take one shower a week.
it's
anyway.
it's so much better for whatchamacallit, like having the natural oil in your hair is way better for you than constantly wringing it out. But I've been doing that especially since my hair's been like really long. I only wash it twice a week. It's hard to remember which days I do though. Sometimes like has it been 3 daes or has it been 7?
Yeah, some days my scalp starts hurting and I'm like,
Your scalp
Might-
starts hurting.
might have missed a day or two in there. We might have overshot it.
Chris puts his head down to see just ulcers and fucking
It's just
open
bright red.
wounds.
There's
pure red.
fucking veins are popping out of it.
Shit.
He looks like a brain back from Invincible.
Back brain.
Back brain. That guy's sick.
AKA,
So now I just got wet, greasy hair on the back of my neck, and it's really kind of a sensory overload going on.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of sensory overload, me and the boys, Jake and Paul, you met them on Discord.
Jake and Paul.
We did Jake Paul. We did
Jake and Paul.
we did a test. So my buddy Jake's in like a World of Warcraft like raiding guild, and they take it super seriously.
Oh hell yeah.
Is WoW
And-
is WoW back or something? 'Cause
No, what I've been told is
Got an update.
is that WoW is one of those things where no new players are coming to it because you're like 20 years behind on this really complex dynamic, so you'll never catch up, and it's not like encouraging. But like the old players have all just kind of decided that they're going down with the ship, like this is their life. They've been playing for 20 years, and so like the community has gotten like crazy since that. They're just like really doubling down on it. But
That's how League of Legends feels to me too. Like how would I ever start playing this?
Yeah, but WoW is so different where it's like you're like just an individual character that you're leveling up over all
Oh,
this
kind of like
time.
Diablo.
Pretty much.
Well, because Jake tried to get me to play WoW with him, and he's like, yeah, all you got to do is level your character to max level, and then we can start playing
Yeah,
the real game
what-
with raids.
That's how Fallout
what Dennis
76
told
has
me.
become.
That's what Dennis told me. He's like, he pretty much was just like, well, for one thing, you have to pay monthly for the game.
Really?
Subscription. But also,
How much?
It's like $15 a month, I think.
Yeah, it's like 15, 20 a month.
But he was saying like, the game really starts when you're max level or whatever. Like, but what people will do is they'll just do like the most optimal ways to get to that level, and then like that's when the game actually. I don't get
That's
it.
so interesting.
Because you
to me.
want to go on like, because what I've like they've screen shared and I've watched some of their like intense like raids because they're in
Yeah.
like a really good guild. They're like top whatever on the server. I don't know how any of that works, but like they had to do an interview to get in their guild. It was like a job. It was like a 3 interviews.
That's crazy.
And then
That
a
sounds like
trial
Evan with his
run.
Madden leagues.
Yeah, it was like a trial run of going on the raids and making sure you're like the right kind of cleric, the right vibe for this
Evan
team.
showed us a list in the Discord of the
yeah.
channel name was called Waitlist, and there was like 15 kids just waiting to get into the
In the
league.
Madden
Just
League.
waiting to play Madden with
He's
Evan.
been in it for 11 years. So he's been in it since he was fucking 13 years
Yeah,
old.
like some people are
Jesus
some people are immovable objects in this
Yeah.
league.
And then he clowned on him. He like put like, anybody want the Browns? And this guy was like, yeah, you want to swap? And he just sent a thing like, I'm not leaving or whatever. But
Yeah,
it's
Evan's such a cuck. He's such a cuck.
Dude, he's literally still in a frat. Those are the pledges, or the people on the wait list. He just fucking hazes.
Come on, dude. It's
I
Madden.
feel bad for those. I don't know where you're at in life. Where you're just,
That you're like
Fuck, I
how,
can't get
how have
into
you
Madden.
not found another league?
league, yeah.
And this is what, like, these kids are on a wait list, right? So I'm asking Evan, who's been in this league for years and years and years, so I've just been assuming. But I'm like, you play for money, right? Or is it just bragging rights? And he was like, oh, it's just bragging rights. And I was like, dude, there are kids who fucking want your spot just to be like, I'm good at this.
Or
Dude,
bad.
And I was talking
Crazy.
to Evan the other day, and I was like, Evan, so you're in like all these leagues. Like, how many games of Madden do you play for like the main league? And he's like, 3 week. It's not that big of a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm like, that feels like a lot.
3 week, and sometimes he has multiple in a day.
Yeah, because he has multiple leagues.
He has
it's
multiple
like,
leagues.
It's like a full-time job at this point,
Dude, and there's a lot of times where me, him, and Jared want to do something, and he has to play a Madden game.
Yeah.
And
It's
after a
actually
while,
really common.
it wears off and like how important that feels because you're like, dude, you play these so often,
And you get really mad.
and you get so mad.
I
You're
do
up by,
love
like,
being
40.
on Discord while he's
Yeah,
on the
it's the
channel but playing Madden, and you just hear him screaming with no context.
Especially when he like
the
mutes his
best.
mic, but on Discord you could still hear it in the background. So it just sounds like he's two rooms
Sometimes-
over screaming.
Sometimes you gotta, that's the shit. Sometimes you gotta join his stream and just hear him just go off for like 20 minutes straight with his mic muted. That's kind of the best. in my
That's
opinion.
great, dude.
Honestly, hilarious.
But so with the WoW leagues, it's funny too because like, so Jake is like, again, I don't know this world, so whatever I'm gonna say is gonna be wrong, but he's like the number one, whatever role he play, like rogue or whatever. He's like the number one on the server, and it's a really competitive server. So he literally gets like scouted by other guilds to try to like bring him over, and he left one guild to go to a better guild. Like he wanted to like move up in the world.
Did the old guild clown him?
Dude, the old guild like basically had an intervention, and we're like, what can we do to make
Where are you going,
stay?
Jake?
Like, we're not going to be able.
They're all behind him all of a sudden.
they're,
Hey, where you going?
But they were like, we're not gonna be able to like speed run Azeroth without you as the position. There's not another rogue that can fill that position. It's like, and apparently like the captain of the guild, because it's like a biker gang, they all have like roles like treasurer, secretary, like
course.
leader, raid leader, all
They
that
have to
shit.
go everywhere on a horse,
Yeah. And
even if it's raining.
And so he apparently like called him outside of the game and I had like a 2-hour phone call with him,
Jesus
like begging
Christ.
him to stay.
See, that would turn me off more.
Yeah, and he was just like, "I'm sorry, dude. This is supposed to be fun. You're making this real weird."
Yeah, real weird and real business-like.
Well, because apparently the guy was like a 45-year-old cop from Texas, and this was like his whole life.
Oh, I bet.
was being the guild
Probably
captain.
couldn't wait until his shifts
Yeah.
were over.
And then he
Yeah.
that was
he
like
goes
his
home.
Then he realized that his best cleric just switched teams. He
Yeah.
got Kevin Durant in.
Not my best cleric.
he was like Bill Belichick begging Tom Brady not to go to the
Dude,
Buccaneers.
please. Think about how much we could win together.
But apparently the reason I brought this
Kevin
up
Durant where?
is because they did this. There's this apparently this super accurate autism test, and they were doing it in the guild as like a goof, and it's World of Warcraft. So he's like, yeah, everyone was getting like crazy high scores, dude.
Right.
It's like of course they're all autistic, and he's like, we should take it, and him and Paul are like, yeah, let's do it, and so we take it. And Jake's the first one to post his score, and he got like a 45, which basically means like you're nowhere near autistic, right? It's like you maybe have like one or two quirks, and that's it.
Okay.
And then my buddy Paul, who's a computer engineer, gets like a 68, and I'm like, of course. I'm like, of course. Paul's like clearly the most autistic. Got a 68. What a weirdo. And then and I'm like slow with that, the test taking. So they're like, oh, post your score. I'm like, 1 second, I'm almost done with the last question. I'm like laughing because Paul got a 68. We're both gonna like roast Paul for being autistic. And then they're like, what is your score? Dude, I got 120.
You doubled him.
I doubled Paul's score.
You're an autistic.
I got
person.
120, and we read
Bro's got critical thinking brain.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and we read the guidelines, and it's like,
Dear Lord, you're like
and
my cousin.
anywhere from like 110 to 150 is like you don't for sure have autism, but you're definitely on the spectrum.
Yeah,
There's something
Jesus
going
Christ.
on there, and I was like, damn, did I just find out I'm autistic in a Discord server?
Dude, that's
I
hilarious.
should have been enough to tell you.
Dude,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So I might have autism now. So you're not allowed to be mean to me. I have a
Sometimes
disability.
the way like how I play so much Call of Duty, so like my intuition is naturally like different than someone who doesn't play it all the time. I feel like there's a level of autism to that too that I don't realize until I just play with someone who's trying to have fun. And I'm like, why are you not checking these corners, And it's like a normal person doesn't think that
I don't
way.
give a shit.
It's autistic video game brain, Years and years of getting it wrong and being like, not again.
That's my autism. How
What's
good
my
I am at
autism?
COD,
It's like you with NHL and knowing where to
Yeah.
shoot from.
for the most part, yeah.
It's like that
But
game
that's
to
just
hours
hours and hours. and
right,
hours.
exactly. So it's just repetition, but
That's where my autism
that's what the new
lies.
autism is.
I really want to play NHL again, but that game the current one just sucks. No, it doesn't suck, but it's not that good.
Isn't it the same fucking game every
They
time?
like change the
It's just
mechanics
hockey.
a little bit every year, and it like whatever mechanic they change makes some specific part of the game like stupid overpowered.
Yeah, you would
It's,
only
like,
you would
not
only
fun.
notice a true difference. I feel like if you let like 3 or 4
Yeah, for
games
sure.
go by, and
Because
then
they
you
build
bought-
upon each other.
Yeah,
Like how I did with COD, where I waited 14 years and was like, I'm gonna play this again.
yeah. And you thought it was gonna remotely be the
And it
same.
was just like, this is not. I don't know what's going on.
Jesus Christ. People have been playing. Are like the Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2, like all those servers still going on console?
Yeah.
Because people have been doing like posting trick shot clips like I'm back in middle school.
Oh, I
like
love
I'm just
it.
naturally
I
seeing
love
that.
it,
A lot of those
dude.
games are host based. I don't even remember because you remember like you or someone else would leave.
Oh, and then someone would leave and they-
migrating host.
Yeah.
So it's like host based
Right.
servers in a lot of cases rather than just being like dedicated servers.
But I've been seeing a bunch of people like jump off the building and raid, like frag cancel, tack grenade cancel, fucking.
I wish you could play those games on PC and not, have the potential to get your computer fried by some loser in Lithuania or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
if
so
you play nowadays, like they're so unprotected
Oh, they can just like.
they can totally wipe all your data from those kind of. So say you buy something in said game like that.
Yeah.
Like a deal, they can just make it so you don't own any of it anymore. You
That-
can't even access any part of the game.
people were doing that even when we were playing like COD 4 and stuff,
Well, yeah, that's a
which
classic.
is crazy.
The big,
Like I got
the
hacked.
gigantic pistol, little pistol.
That was fucked up.
I have 2 M9s on my. I can't even unlock the M4.
all
you don't even
all
have
the
to.
all the starting guns in my game were locked.
Little locked.
And then the game just gave me a regular M9, and then when I took out my primary, it was like an oversized M9.
But that's how it was in the picture too. I remember you sending me that picture. You had the little one on the bottom and then just
This is a
gigantic
huge one.
M9.
Like someone trolled my ass.
That's great.
It was
Long barrel.
fucked up.
See, shit like that's fun.
The shitty thing is, like COD or Activision would do nothing about it. You would literally need someone else who's also a hacker to like relieve you.
No,
of that.
exactly, because you can't even get somebody on the line.
I'm betting you if you went back now on your Xbox account, it would still be that.
It would
way.
still be there.
That's
I would have to like make a
insane.
new account.
That's insane.
Yeah, it sucks.
Dude, I like
Fucking sucks.
I want to go back and play COD 4 so bad on my Xbox.
Yeah, what the
Dying to
fuck?
play COD 4.
How do they know?
I liked the group of guys that played Halo 2 on the original servers, and they refused to like migrate to Halo 3. And they got finally taken down in like something crazy, like 2016, 2017. So these guys were playing from like 2007 or whatever to 2018. And there's this whole like thing in the community called the Noble 14, which were the last 14 guys that were playing Halo 2 before
before it
all
went
the
down.
servers went down. And it's like
The Noble 14.
Because they went down like the late 2000s. But-
no, they went down late. They were like it was like 2015, 2016.
No, but weren't the servers? So you couldn't. I remember playing this with Adam back in the day. Like you couldn't play online at all. You couldn't even sign into your account to be online while playing that game. But they managed to stay on the servers by some loophole or something like that.
Possibly, yeah.
It was something along those lines.
But like, yeah, they were playing, and there's like video footage of one of the guys'
of the-
capture card where they're playing, and it's like the servers are getting closed down at midnight, and it's 12.
They're all like in the lobby.
Yeah, it's like
right?
12:30,
seen
and
that
they're
video.
like, they haven't shut it down. We're still gonna, and then just
Oh,
Yeah, it goes
so
disconnected,
sad.
disconnected,
So
disconnected.
sad.
That sucks.
With the Halo, they put the original Halo music behind it. I was like, oh,
It's so sad.
dude, felt like my childhood died watching that video.
Yeah, it sucks. They just is it cost them money to keep those alive?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta like buy the server
But
itself.
also they made MCC, so like you have all those games that have their online functions and everything.
So they just want you to go play Master Chief Collection.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like what's the point in keeping this alive for 100 people when this other one is already way more popular.
Yeah.
and that's what's actively keeping those games alive.
There's still a small community of people that refuse to go to CS:GO when that happened, that play original, like not, I forget what it was, there was like some version of Counter-Strike earlier on,
Yeah.
and then when it jumped, they all hated
What was it called? Like 1.2 or something?
No, it was. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't CS:GO.
Yeah.
It was
is what it
before
was.
that.
It was
It was
before
like
CS:GO.
the jump between 1.4 and 1.6 they didn't like. So they made their own community that still exists today on like forums, and like you have to get like an invite to play, and there's still like 500 dudes who every day just play like CS:GO 1.4 from
Talk about a game with
2005.
autism, dude. That's an
Like,
autistic ass game.
Like they're still playing it, dude.
Some people are so nice with it at that game, it blows my mind.
I love the game. I think it's great.
It's so crazy.
CS2.
Every
People
time,
hate it though.
every time I try to play
I like
Counter Strike,
new
I get
CS:GO.
immediately quick scoped and rage quit. I don't want to play
People
this
are way
anymore.
too good. They understand the spray patterns too well. Like I like Valorant more because it's way easier.
I get the allure of Valorant with because I think the allure of Valorant is the same allure. That,
I feel like I'm hitting people and I see
but
it.
it's a similar allure that Marvel Rivals has, where it's like you as in CS:GO, like there's such an even playing field, but on Valorant, like if you play this selection of characters, like there's a solid chance that that's going to be better than the other selection of characters in terms of like what they actually offer.
Right, and you feel
individually.
like you just have a little bit more on your side because
Right.
you're like, well, at least I could like put a wall in
But
front
also,
of
you
me.
can get really good as a specific kind of character, and then
Right.
that becomes like, what you're getting. That's what I like about Marvel Rivals so much, is that it's like, obviously it's a hero shooter, so it's so different. Maybe it's because it's not an FPS, I like it more. But what's it called? I love the fact that it's like you can just like master a character.
Jared, you would love Dota too.
That's what my friends were saying. Like, I need to play League of Legends.
League of
But
Legends.
there's like 1 million characters, or is there not? It's like 1,000 characters.
Dota, I think, is up to 100, 125.
Like, that's
You don't even
crazy.
know who's in the game.
That's
anymore.
crazy.
I know what every every character, for the most part, with some exceptions, has about 4 abilities, and they're
Right.
constantly getting updated. And there's 120, 130 of them, and I know every single character, what position they're supposed to play, what they do, and what items they're supposed to buy at what times.
See, Call of Duty has AR, SMG players.
SMGs.
And that's what makes Dota. But that's also why Dota's dying, because like that level of knowledge, and I'm bad at the game. Like I'm in the
You
like
literally
bottom
need like
50%.
40 hours of that game just to understand.
Oh,
it.
so
Right.
so because it's like
Understand how to play it.
I'm
Yeah, it
I'm
was
bad at the
ridiculous.
game. Like I'm a low skill cap for what that community is. Like I'm in the bottom 50%
You've
probably.
been playing since you were 14.
I've been playing since I was like 17, 18.
Yeah.
And it's like, but if I see like an anti-mage and it's minute 9 and I check his inventory real quick while he's in sight and he has a Battle Fury, I'm like, he's not supposed to get Battle Fury till 12 minutes 32 seconds. He has an early Battle Fury. That means he's going to switch his build and he's going to go for
Autism.
Yasha instead of Heart because now he has the gold advantage. Like we have to shut this down right
You
now.
wonder why you got
I was gonna,
120%.
how many hours do you have on this game?
Joda on my main account because I've had several ults in the
You
past.
must have thousands of hours.
I only have like 2,100.
That's pretty.
I don't think there's ever been a game in my life that I have 2,100. Unless you count every single chill together.
Warzone,
I
you know,
probably don't.
Warzone spanned across like 3 Call of Duties.
Yeah.
I had like 60 days on that game.
I
Crazy.
had 60 days on the original Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, like nuts.
I remember
We also
checking that and
played
being
that
like,
for multiple years too.
Yeah, we played it for 2 extra years, I think. Well, yeah.
Same thing with like Black Ops 3. We just kept playing that
Well,
shit.
Infinite Warfare was so ass.
So bad.
It was like,
Which is
no,
the one with
no-
Kevin Spacey?
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare. That was a great game.
Great game.
And the zombies was good in that
People
too.
hated it.
No, it was so good.
People did not like that game at all.
Exosuits?
I thought it
Dude,
was amazing.
it was
here's
so
the thing,
fun.
People complained about variants in that game a lot. When you had one that was really good, like the fucking Obsidian Steed,
Obsidian Steed.
it was just like, oh, this game's so fun. But when you didn't have it, which was most people,
Because you were just getting fried.
The thing is, you had to get it by pretty much spending money or
And it was
playing
luck.
enough to earn a fucking
What was this?
in Advanced Warfare in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
they
I didn't play it.
had guns that were like variants,
They had,
but they were like
crates.
better than the normal
They had
gun.
crates that would give you 3 items.
So they were
Which-
like pack
yeah.
a punched.
Like you could have
Pretty
like there was like this AR that everyone used, the Bal 27, but there was this Obsidian Steed version that the damage range on it was just like
Insane.
you would pick up someone's and you're like, I have to spend hundreds. Like I need this gun. This is how
Right.
it's fun.
That's
and
how
then
they
they had
make
the
the
same
money,
thing
dude.
with the
ASM1 or
the ASM one. They had this one with a drum mag on the bottom and it shot a little bit faster. And you could tell.
It was ridiculous.
You're like,
You could tell.
wow. I
So
just,
do you
I
have to buy
melted that
crates
guy.
and like gamble to
Pretty
get
much.
it?
Yeah, pretty
But you
much.
could-
Oh, so you couldn't even buy the one you
You
wanted.
can earn them after playing like 10 games or something like that, or something stupid, or you could go buy it. So that was just their way of like, please spend money on our game.
remember
and obviously
our,
that you can't. Companies can't even do that anymore.
See, that's why I love Dota 2. You can only buy cosmetics, and granted, I've probably spent $1,000 on Dota cosmetics.
that's
That's how
how do it.
that's how COD is now.
Yeah.
You can only buy cosmetics. You can't buy a gun that's like better.
They
There's
probably,
a
they probably make more money that way. If I'm being completely
there's
honest.
still to this day, if I ever make a ton of money, I would buy this. There's one item on Dota that they only made like a certain number of, like 200 or something, like in version like 1.4 of the game, like very early in beta even, and it's called the Alpine Ursa set. And Ursa's this big like bear guy. He's like just a big bear werewolf guy. And the Alpine Ursa set is little lederhosens and a little like hat.
You're like, I need
And
this.
they stopped making, they made it kind of as a gag and then stopped making any sets silly like that because the community freaked out. They're like, you're going to ruin this like Team Fortress 2, only serious sets. And like, hey, we're not going to make any goofy sets anymore. So it's the only goofy set that's out there. And if you want to buy like all 5 pieces of it, because they come in pieces, collectively it's something insane like $7,000. Like only like Saudi princes that play the game have an Alpine Ursa.
You got to go on the Dota 2 black market. I think Fortnite was the first game that introduced me to like it came out with stuff, and my brain was like, "Oh, I want that really bad."
It's free too, so you're like,
I want that. I haven't spent any money on this game yet.
And now I've spent.
Dude, I just rock my goofy lizard set in that game. That's all I need.
Every single time.
How? What are you doing?
Bro's tying knots.
It's been every. I think I slowly turn this as I use it on accident.
Oh my god.
We got to get back into Fortnite, dude. That was a fun month we were playing.
Fortnite OG is back, and it's like OG.
I never played OG.
No, this is like, dude. I've been watching people play, and it looks like the map is so bare bones.
It's been OG for like an entire season, and we didn't touch the game.
Yeah, we haven't touched the game.
Let's hop in
I would love to
tonight.
Yeah,
let's
same.
play some OG Fortnite.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play tonight.
Sorry, Jared's got to do his from 11 at night to 6 in the morning workout. Real
Jared's
quick.
got Marvel Rivals.
I would love to play Marvel Rivals. Did you play it all with us? You played with us.
I'm offended. Yes, we played Marvel Rivals for like a month together.
So much since for a month. We played like one time.
Yeah, Jared doesn't drop the game.
I love it.
I played Marvel Rivals for like a month. I put maybe like 20 hours in it, and I was like, this game sucks.
I got Diamond. I was Diamond 3 for like a day.
Not Diamond
Now
1.
you're back in
Plat
Plat?
1.
You've dropped that low?
Well, it's only one ranking in that case. It's one ranking apart. But the thing is, I ping-ponged from Diamond 3 to Plat 1 like 4 times within
It's
a day.
crazy.
But,
Going from Diamond 3 to Plat 1 in COD would be like losing 200 games. It would take forever.
What comes after Plat? Isn't it Diamond?
Yeah, but getting through Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, you're
No, I'm
SR.
Diamond 3 to Plat 1.
Oh, wait,
So,
what?
This is a rank apart.
That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, you go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
No, it goes 3, 2, 1.
See, I like that more. Because Plat 1 seems cooler than
It
Plat
seems
3.
way cooler.
But
Yeah,
no,
it
it's-
is cooler because it's Marvel Rivals.
Do you guys know, because I assume it works off an MMR, do you know your actual number MMR, or they not share that with you?
Like how much you have total?
No, like your MMR is where you rank based on the average
They
of
don't
players.
tell you. Especially in
Okay.
COD, they keep it hidden from you, and you feel like you just play Jesus
that's like-
all
that's
the
like a
time.
big-
Because
thing with
Dota
that.
tells you, and you can watch it drop by game. Like
That's
you can lose a
hilarious.
game and lose 100
I
MMR.
low-key would like that.
I would like that
I would
too.
like just knowing, like,
Well,
how many games I have to lose till I have fun.
The thing to like bully people in Dota is just say they're clearly sub 2K MMR because that's
and then
like you're
someone's
bad.
Like a piece of shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like I'm saying that making people freak out, and I think I have like a 1300 MMR. I'm terrible. Like, you know?
Call of Duty, you can only base it off of the how much SR you have, which is
Which
like
is solely a ranked thing.
it was solely a rank thing. But because COD is weird, where like people's MMR are definitely different. Like I have friends who are like max prestige and are like pretty garbage at the game.
Yeah, there's people you play with that'll be like low-key, like a higher rank, but then you play with them and you're like, why is
Like
this
you just put in
this
the
lobby
hours.
this lobby is
But
considerably
wouldn't the
easier.
hours even out because you lose too, and that would bring you down, or is it just like?
I don't know. It's just
Right,
like
'cause I would.
some people will be a higher level than me, and the skill gap is huge.
That's interesting. What was like because this seems to be the theme of the episode is video games. What was like a weird video game that you played growing up or like recently that you don't think other people really enjoyed, but you think's a hidden gem that you wish more people knew about?
Have you ever played the game Steep?
No.
Incredible.
Incredible game. It was so weirdly like not that popular, but it was the first ever like you remember the skate games,
Yeah, they were
but
great.
those are like highly praised. This was a snowboarding, skiing, and wingsuit game.
What
and,
a
like,
combo, dude.
Nobody really, dude. It like the mechanics were great.
Were they like skate? Where
They
it
were
was
like skate.
Yeah, they
it
were
was all
actually like
joystick,
skate.
and like the customization was nuts. You could have like a whole suit where you look like the Yeti. Like it was a blast. And I feel like besides me and Jared,
We played the fuck out of that.
who else did we play with? Jake.
Yeah, it was
Jake we played with.
It was Jake.
Otherwise, like I didn't know a single person who had that. The game's on Steam too. It was great. Steep.
Might have to pick it up.
So good, dude. Actually, so good.
They like not that long ago made a game that was like pretty much the exact same thing. I think
Riders Republic.
Yeah, I don't think it was half as.
It's an
popular.
MMO.
Yeah.
So you just go in and there's like 100 other people on snowmobiles. You're
That's
like,
tight.
this is crazy.
It's like an open world MMO for like a ski RPG.
No,
dude.
it literally is.
Can you like PvP in that game? Like, how does
Steep
that
was just
work?
so
Yeah,
fun
you
'cause
could
you
do
could
like
just- you could-
competitions and
Steep was-
races.
Steep was so fun because you could just put yourself like at the top of a mountain.
Yeah,
you
you
could
could
just-
like
you
you
could
could
just
just go
snowboard
on the
down.
map and just like place your marker and just go down. And they like put a lot of detail in all the mountain faces.
Weirdly, a very fun game that I have like a lot of memories for. now
Yeah,
I'm
no, that
thinking
game
about
was
it.
good.
Definitely one that I think mentally flies under the radar though.
100%.
It's like 2016. It's
That's a
the weirdest
game where it's on
middle
my
point
Steam.
era.
It's on my Steam wish list, and I'm like,
Or just buy this.
Do I-
Also, are the servers
do I
even
wanna go-
still up?
I have no idea.
If they are, I would actually consider buying that.
I don't
I
see
just
why they
think
wouldn't.
I
be.
just think the thought of doing some of those like missions for it again because like they were like
Some of them were hard.
hard as fuck.
Like really fucking hard. It was like fucking get down the mountain in like this many seconds, and you were like
What?
you would do a run and see how long it would take you, and be like, how do people do this?
Seriously.
This is crazy. Jesus Christ. Because the mechanics for like when you like kind of fell from a high place
Yeah.
were super realistic.
You keep like momentum and stuff.
Yeah, and you would also like fall and like
You have
break
to
your
be like
legs and
really.
shit.
You have to be
It
like
was
really
crazy.
careful about like how. Like, say you're gonna do a backflip.
And then you just have to lay on the mountain and wait for ski patrol to come save
by.
you.
Yeah, there's
This
gonna be
game
a,
is
there's
super
gonna be a
real.
Saint Bernard.
Tapping A to scream so
There's gonna be
ski
a
patrol
Saint
can
Bernard
hear
that
you.
comes out of nowhere to find you.
Yeah, so happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, have a good one. And follow the pod.
Follow the pod.
Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music. Listen to us on your way to work. You got the visual version. A lot of podcasts don't even have a visual.
They've been having heart palpitations.
Yeah, you probably are.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, dude.
This
How?
couch has been shaking.
My,
It's full of love. Chris is full
my
of love.
chest
His heart is exploding.
crazy hurts. I might have to call John after this, dude. I might need help.
Chris goes up to a girl. My heart is exploding for you. That's a heart attack.
Blood shoots out of my eyes. I
Take me to-
fall
take me to
over.
a fucking hospital.
Keels over and throws up blood. All right. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have been spectacular. as
Take
always.
care.
All right.